Hey, it's Nooch, and 1 week from today, the Master Wu event will be upon us. Are you ready? Is Nooch ready? Are any of us ever really ready? Let's take a look at Nooch's stuff. I can't answer for you or everybody else, but let's see if Nooch is ready for the Master Wu event. So we know that the Master Wu event requires pirates and a pirate set. You have to have a 5-star pirate set and 5-star pirates. Nooch has been looking through some of the old videos from last time, which is the only time that Master Wu event has been here before, and really didn't see any examples of anybody accomplishing the event without Scarlett in their deck. Well, guess what? Nooch doesn't have Scarlett. We're going to be doing this without Scarlett. The big benefit we will have is we're going to have pirates, above level 50, probably at level 60 by the time we get to next Friday. And we're going to have Gear 6 Plus for all of our pirate characters. We're not going to get to Gear 7 in time for this event. If we get lucky, maybe later in the event, but even then, Nooch does not have the attackers the attackers ready to get the gear that is needed in the challenges. So Nooch isn't going to get to those, but we will have level 60 characters. If we look at Nooch's pirates here, so we've got 7-star Cook Bart. He's got 1 piece of gear above Gear 6. Gear 6. Valiant is Gear 5, and he's 1 piece of gear away from Gear 6. Redbeard is 1 piece of gear away from Gear 7. That's the one we're talking about that Nooch does not have the attackers ready to get those lofty apples 3 or whatever. Let's take a look at what they are. It is these fancy Apple 3 plans. You can see that they're only available in the Gear Challenge 1 and 2, and you can buy them for the, what are these called? 300, I can't remember what those called, or expert tiles. I don't know. Expert currency. Nooch has not been able to accomplish these levels of Gear Challenge 1 yet, and got a bronze on the level before that. So we'll see. We'll keep trying. We're going to keep pushing. Our Ninjagos are getting better, but we're not ready to do that quite yet. And if we look at, we got Argenta at 5-star, Gear 5, 1 piece of gear away from Gear 6. And here's Darwin, 5-star, Gear 5, and he's not a Gear 6 yet. So here's what we're focused on for the next week. We're going to keep doing our mashup energy be spent, farming characters, and mainly space characters there. But we're not going to be doing much Glyph Hunt or Pip Town character farming at all. I believe we have to do some hard nodes in the daily challenges, so we'll get those done. Actually, we'll get those done. We don't even need to do anything else. We'll get those done with Argenta and Darwin. We're farming them in Glyph Hunt and Pip Town, so we won't have any problem with that. We're going to spend the next week getting Darwin up to 6-star in Gear 6. You can see that he's 15 stars away from 6-star. That's going to happen. Gear 6, we need to get these pieces built up. Nooch has done has looked at them. We can get that done before next week. We can also, if we look at Darwin, we need to upgrade his abilities. So we're going to be working on that as well. We need to get these abilities all at level 4 and higher if we can. We want to get them maxed out so he has maximum dodge. Problem is, I don't know if we can get a hold of that much green energy in 1 week, but we can certainly get a hold of some more of the white elixir. And same with Argenta. We're going to get her to 6-star. You can see we're 22 stars away. We'll get that by next Friday. We should get that by next Friday. It'll be close. And we're going to get her leveled up to 60. We're going to get that last piece of gear done for Gear 6. Now, if you take a look at that piece of gear, Nooch has not been able to do it for a while because his Ninjagos and builders are not ready in Pip Town. Because you have to have for this these fancy Quiver 2 plans, and that's in Pip Town 6-4. Nooch just got the gold trophy on this node today. And he had to level up his Ninjagos to do it. But we got it. So we have the gold on that. We can start looting that node to get that gear. But you can see the fancy fish one. We got plenty of those. The lofty quiver 1 and the lofty fish 2. We have the rest of the gear. All we need are 9 of these fancy quiver 2s. So we're going to get Argenta to Gear 6. It's going to be the same thing with, if you look at Valiant. You got him 6 stars already. We're going to get him to Gear 6, and it's kind of the same thing. We've got plenty of these helmets. We need to get 2 more of these dynamites. which we'll be able to get that tomorrow, no problem. Plenty of fish. We need to get 9. So we're going to have to get 18 of these Fancy Quiver 2 plans to get Valiant and Argenta leveled up to gear 6. And then once we're there, we probably will have a shot at getting some more gear as well. We're going to be working on Cook Bart's gear. Kind of been leaving his gear where it is because it's been there since level 50. And we've got a video coming up later. When we hit level 60, we're going to show you the progression and kind of talk about that a little bit. So we're going to be leaving Cook Bart right here on the gear until we get to level 60. We're not going to be farming anything quite yet. And let's look at Redbeard. Oh, we already did Redbeard, so we know where he is. Let's take a look at the abilities. We got Redbeard all maxed out. We got one more here for Valiant that may be worth it at to get more defense and max health when he's got taunt. Don't care about the Imperial Heroes, and that 1% heal isn't that much, so that's not an ability we're going to go after. For Cook Bart, plus 10% damage would be helpful. Not sure it's worth the green elixir at this point. And plus 10% health needed to get max health down. We're not going to be doing that. For Redbeard, everything's maxed out. We're good to go. And we're going to look at the set in a minute. So Redbeard's going to be a beast in this Master Wu event. Whenever another pirate hero takes damage, Redbeard has a 30% chance to counter against them, and plus 30% if they're a Buccaneer. And you're going to see that with the Forbidden Island set, he's got a 50% chance to attack again every time he attacks. And that is actually, it's 50%. So NOOCH has seen him attack three times before, just keeps attacking, just keeps going. So it's pretty entertaining. Argenta, we've got max. We got one more on this one. One more stack of damage over time, that'll be 3, and then 10% more damage. That's actually pretty good. And then plus 3% skill and plus 5% bonus damage. That's actually pretty good. So plus 3% skill for each pirate hero. So she would get an extra 15% skill. So she'd be able to apply more of those debuffs when she shoots them. So, and then if Captain Redbeard is an active hero, she gains 10% bonus damage for each Buccaneer. So it'd be another so yeah, that one, if we can get that leveled up, that would be a good way to go. Look at Darwin. This is just going to be doing more damage here, right? Just more damage. His cannonball is, or excuse me, hit the deck. Yeah, one more level to get another 5% damage, more chance to inflict dodge down, excuse NOOCH. And then his final ability, we can add 1% more dodge. Let's see, it's 1% more dodge for each pirate hero, so that's actually 5% more dodge. And whenever he attacks a foe with a debuff, his attack is increased by, it'd be 10%. So there are actually some pretty good abilities NOOCH can upgrade at this point. But let's go take a look at NOOCH's pirate set. It's the Forbidden Island. We've got it exactly where we need it. So NOOCH is focusing entirely right now on our space set, which we talked about before. It's a different video. Go watch that. Forbidden Island is exactly where we need it for the Master Wu Challenge. Let's take a look. 5 stars, that's what we got. This first ability, Pirate and Buccaneer heroes have their attack increased by 20% and their skill increased by 20%. And this is a debuff heavy team, so you need a lot of skill on that team. And other heroes, which you don't care about because you're not using other heroes. So that 20% attack and 20% skill is a big deal. And the last ability on here is maxed out. Whenever Captain Redbeard deals damage, he has a 50% chance to do a bonus attack and has a 10% chance to inflict 1 stack at 1 time bomb. Time bomb's nice. Could be a little nicer, but that's fine. It's that 50% chance to attack again that sometimes gets Redbeard attacking multiple times after every attack he does. If we can look at the other 2 abilities, we're not worried about leveling these up at all. At the start of battle, Imperial foes have a 25% chance, but we're not facing any Imperial foes. I don't think it was all Ninjago stuff we're going to be facing. So that's completely useless, and really, it's only going to be useful like maybe down the road if Imperial ever becomes a viable group. Because right now, NOOCH hasn't seen an Imperial out there except during farming nodes and challenges and stuff. And then this other one. Whenever a Buccaneer hero deals damage, they have a 40% chance to inflict 2 stacks of Time Bomb on the target for 3 turns, and a 55% chance to inflict a random debuff. That's fine. Time Bomb actually does a lot of damage. It does 20% max health damage, but it takes 3 turns to go off. If it took 2 turns to go off, it would be a much more effective bomb. But the pirates are already kind of the meta set anyway, so you don't need to give them any more strength than they got. So the 2 abilities we need maxed out, we got maxed out. We got the pirates. We're on the path. We're really close. NOOCH really thinks it's going to be something to get this Master Wu event done without Scarlett. We have these advantages. Level 60 will be at this Gear 6 Plus. The only video we saw where it was mentioned that people got Master Wu without Scarlett, and apparently there were a few people that did it, but Bricko talked about Bricktini doing it and showed his team, but there was no video footage of it all. So hopefully NOOCH will be the first one out there with some video for you guys to show you how to unlock Wu. When we get to the event next Friday, we're definitely going to show you the gameplay through the event. Then when we hit level 5, we'll probably separate and make that a separate video, since that's really the most important level. And NOOCH is guessing with his team he'll probably be able to auto at least the first 3 levels of this with these pirates. But we'll show it to you so you can see it and you can compare how you've gotten things done. That's all we got for today. Really want to just show you how NOOCH is prepping, and hopefully that helps you get prepped for this as well. Let's go back to those sets. It's not all we got. NOOCH is fibbing. Raft Raiders, people have gotten this done with the Raft Raiders set. So you can use the Raft Raiders set. You have to have it at 5 stars. The best abilities, I believe, when a pirate hero damages a foe, one random hero has a 20% chance to assist and deal 25% damage. If they're a pirate, they get plus 20. So that's your main ability, is whenever a pirate hero damages somebody, another pirate can assist for less damage, but still that assist is there as well. The second ability, at the start of the battle, each hero has a 25% chance to gain attack up for 1 turn, and pirate heroes gain skill up for 2 turns. Again, skill up is really important for this team because they do a lot of debuffs. They put a lot of debuffs on the other team. So that's a good ability too. That first one's the primary one. That second one is a good ability. This third ability, at the start of the battle, each foe has a 45% chance to be inflicted with Grit down 2 for 2 turns, plus 10% chance for each active Buccaneer hero. So if you got 3 Buccaneers on there with Redbeard, Argenta, and Hook Bard, you'd have a 75% chance to inflict each foe with Grit down 2. Again, that's kind of similar to the skill up. It's Grit down, skill up. It's the same idea. They're going to be more susceptible to debuffs. You'll be more able to give debuffs. That first ability is a primary one. After you get that one, work on the other 2. But this the Master Wu event has been accomplished with NOOCH with the Raft Raiders set before. Ideally, the Forbidden Island is the way to go. And if you're looking to farm the Forbidden Island, since you know everything else is farmed, you should be able to look it up, but it's right here in Monolith Waste. What is that? 4.3. NOOCH farmed that twice a day for about a month and had it maxed out. That's really how it went. Maybe it might be a little bit longer than a month. But that's where we are. That is how NOOCH is getting ready to get Master Wu next Friday when he comes out, and get you guys the footage of how you may be able to accomplish it without Scarlett as well. Because NOOCH is thinking a lot of you don't have Scarlett, but you may have your pirates up in the 50s and a Gear 6 and above, so that if you get in the event, there should be ways to accomplish this, and we'll get in there and hopefully show you how. That is all NOOCH has for today. So while you're farming your pirates and putting that all together, you should always pay attention and realize NOOCH too good.